Untamed Wilds is an animal mod that aims to expand the exploration component of Minecraft through the introduction of high quality mobs with unique dynamics and personalities. So, let's begin. The mobs in this mod have different variants that spawn, usually dependent on what biome they're in. In creative mode, you can cycle through which variant of the mob you want to spawn in by shift right clicking the spawn egg. There is also a mob analyzer which allows you to see all the necessary information about the right clicked mob. A really nice extra feature is that all of the mobs in the mod can be transported, with smaller mobs being able to be picked up and larger mobs being transported via cage traps. So, for the first mob, we have the aardvark. Aardvarks are nocturnal animals. They can be found in savannas, where they will roam around digging for food, occasionally finding an aardvark cucumber or miscellaneous junk. Aardvarks provide an alternative source of rabbit hide in a biome where it cannot be reliably found. The opossum is a small marsupial that spawns in forests. When threatened, it will attempt to play dead or hiss at the player if it gets too close. There are currently 8 different species of bear, ranging from the humble black bear to the elusive cave bear. Bears can be found in jungles and most cold and temperate biomes. Expect to find polar bears in snowy biomes, brown bears in mountains, and black bears in forests. Bears are dangerous mobs, as players disturbing sleeping bears or trying to approach bear cubs in the presence of an adult bear will result in a mauling. Furthermore, some of the bigger bears may actively hunt players for food too. Additionally, some hungry bears may raid your chests or any inventory in search of food, so protect your supplies carefully. On death, bears will drop meat, fat, bones, and their fur. And baby bears can be tamed with the following foods. Black bear will be sweet berries, blind cave bear will be raw beef, brown bear will be raw salmon, cave bear will be potatoes, giant panda will be bamboo, polar bear will be animal fat, spectacled bear will be apples, and sun bear will be honeycombs. There are 7 species of big cat that can be found in the wild. Big cats can be found in most land biomes. Many species of big cat will actively hunt players if they are hungry enough, but their elusive nature should make these events rare. Approaching big cat cubs will enrage their mother. On death, big cats will drop some bones and their fur, which can be used as leather and or turned into carpets. Baby big cats can be tamed with the following foods. The lion, snow leopard, and the tiger can be tamed with raw beef, the jaguar and leopard can be tamed with raw pork chops, and the mountain lion can be tamed with raw rabbit. The common hippo is currently the most dangerous animal implemented in the mod. Hippos can be found in swamps and savannas in herds ranging from 2 to 6 individuals. Hippos are highly territorial and will actively attack players and any threatening creature that steps into their water. However, do note that hippos outside of water are much more peaceful, only attacking in retaliation. On death, hippos drop a sizable amount of high quality meat, leather, bones, and animal fat. Rhinoceros are large horned grazers, usually found alone in jungles, savannas, or snowy tundras in 1 out of 6 species. Rhinos are neutral, but will attack any threatening creature that approaches its offspring. However, their charge attacks, while devastating, can be dodged. On death, rhinos drop a sizable amount of high quality meat, leather, bones, and animal fat. Baby rhinos can be tamed with watermelon slices. Hyenas are pack hunters that can be found in savanna/mesa biomes. While individually they are weak, some species will spawn in large packs. On death, hyenas will drop nothing. Baby hyenas can be tamed with rotten flesh. 3 species of boar can be found in rainforests, savannas, and temperate forests. Boars are the wild ancestor of pigs, and they use their tusks for the purpose of digging up food from the ground, which makes them occasionally a menace for your crops and to defend themselves from attackers. Boars are an alternate source of pork chop, leather, and fat, but unlike the domesticated pig, they will fight back. 2 species of bison can be found in plains and forests, where they spawn in large herds. Male bison will occasionally charge each other as a display of dominance, and the herd will come together to trample any potential threat to their safety. Bison can be hunted for beef, leather, fat, and bones, but they will fight back. Wildebeests spawn in 2 variants and will spawn in groups in savannas. They will scatter quickly if a member of their group is threatened by the player or a predator. They will drop beef and leather upon their death. 3 species of camel can be found in the most extreme climates, coming in 1 and 2 humped variants. Camels are even-toed, which makes them very suited to their desert habitat. They feature an unmistakable silhouette with their humped back, short tail, long legs and long neck. On death, camel will drop beef, leather, fat and bones, but they will fight back. 6 species of whale can occasionally be found in deep oceans. These giant mobs are peaceful and spend their time filter feeding in the ocean. Whales are the largest mob feature in this mod. On death, whales will drop a large amount of bones, meat and blubber, an alternative to coal to craft torches. The gentle manatee, also called sea cows, is a water-bound mammal, and they come in 5 variants found in shallow oceans and jungles, where they graze at kelp and seaweed unbothered. On death, manatee will drop bones and meat, and a certain variant will also drop blubber. 4 species of giant clam may be found in the seafloor of lukewarm or warm shallow oceans. Giant clams can be dug up and transported with a shovel, but it might take multiple tries to do so. Giant clams make for good decoration for tropical fish tanks and have no predators. On death, giant clams may drop pearls and or giant pearls. These gemstones can be crafted into blocks, sold to fishermen villagers, or they can be socketed into tetra tools, providing minor protection. Triggerfish can be found in 7 variants in warm ocean biomes. They will eat small mollusks hiding in the sand and shoot water at the seafloor to expose them. They can be transported by buckets. Catfish can spawn in 3 variants in rivers, swamps and jungles. They can be picked up in a bucket and drop raw cod upon their death. Spadefish are schooling fish that spawn in 4 variants in most ocean biomes. They can be picked up in a bucket to transport them. 2 species of sunfish can be found in the deeper oceans, usually basking in the surface. The ocean sunfish is a slow, passive mob, albeit its sheer size makes it a threat to boats if they collide with it. On death, ocean sunfish drop 1 to 6 tropical fish, providing a source of this fish outside of tropical biomes. 5 species of trevally can be found in non-cold, non-frozen oceans. Trevallies are schooling fish and can be bucketed up for transportation. While they mostly provide ambience, they drop some fish on death. 6 species of arowana can be found in water bodies in jungles and swamps, including 2 rare variants. Arowana are known for jumping out of water and can be bucketed up for transportation. While they mostly provide ambience, they drop some tropical fish on death. The football fish is a rare species of fish which can be found in the bottom of deep oceans, with 1 out of 3 skins. Football fish are slow but highly aggressive hunters, and they can be identified by their rotund body and their bioluminescent lure. Football fish only provide ambience to an otherwise lacking part of the oceans. Sawfish can spawn in 5 variants in mangrove swamps and shallow warm oceans. They drop rotten fish upon their death. 10 species of shark can be found in all oceans. While most sharks freely swim in the ocean, 3 variants won't leave the bottom of the ocean. Sharks are apex predators in the ocean, and while not openly hostile to players, they will hunt anything that has been wounded. The whale shark is a large passive shark which feeds on plankton like whales do. They can be found in tropical oceans and are the largest known living fish on Earth. King crab come in 3 variants and will spawn in temperate and cold ocean biomes. They can be found scavenging the seafloor and can be picked up and transported using buckets. 7 species of soft-shell turtle can be found in tropical biomes, rivers and swamps, and as critters they can be picked up by right-clicking with an empty hand. Soft-shell turtles are elusive animals and surprisingly fast for a turtle when in water. They will attack fish if they are hungry enough and will bask in sunlight during noon. Soft-shell turtles drop 0 to 2 turtle meat pieces, which can be further crafted into turtle soup. 6 species of tortoise can be found in most non-cold biomes, and as critters they can be picked up by right-clicking with an empty hand. Tortoises are very shy animals and will hide in their shell when approached. Small tortoises drop 0 to 2 turtle meat pieces, which can be crafted into turtle soup. 17 species of snakes inhabit most non-cold biomes of Minecraft. It should be noted that this mob only represents smaller snakes. As critters, they can be picked up by right-clicking with an empty hand. Some species of snake are venomous, with certain species being potentially deadly, and they will attack any mob that steps on them, so watch your step. There are also 2 species of large snakes that inhabit jungles and swamps, the anaconda and the reticulated python, where they serve as dangerous but lazy apex predators of land and water. While their stats are not too threatening, they can instantly kill medium-sized prey by swallowing. This includes players and tamed mobs, but they will spend the following days resting after having eaten. Due to their length, large snakes will adapt to height differences in the world a tiny bit. 3 species of giant salamanders can be found in rivers and mountain pools and can be scooped up in a bucket. Despite their lazy appearance, giant salamanders are hungry predators and will swallow whole any mob which fits in their mouth, killing it instantly. 6 species of newt/salamanders can be found in temperate biomes and can be scooped up in a bucket. Newts only provide some ambience in the world, however their inclusion should make snakes a bit less abundant. Monitor lizards spawn in 5 variants in mesa, savanna, jungle, and swamp biomes. They are the largest living lizards. They are neutral, so if they are threatened they will attack back. They hunt smaller animals by catching them and shaking them in their mouths. 8 species of tarantula will populate the warm biomes of Minecraft, and as critters they can be picked up by right-clicking with an empty bottle. Tarantulas are highly aggressive against other critters and will even attack tarantulas of different species. However, multiple tarantulas can coexist if they are the same species. Tarantulas may drop a piece of string on death. Butterflies do not spawn naturally. They need to be summoned using the feeder block and filling it with honey, which will spawn butterflies corresponding to the biome they're in. Butterflies can be captured in bottles. The terror bird is a large extinct flightless bird that can be found in forest and plains biomes and come in 5 different variants. They will hunt smaller mobs by kicking and pecking at them, and they lay eggs in nests which can be picked up by right-clicking. Terror bird chicks can be tamed by feeding them raw rabbit. The spitter can be found rarely in lush caves. They are very territorial and will spit poisonous slime at intruders. If 2 are bred, a glowing egg will be laid and can be picked up by the player and placed in water to hatch. Once hatched, the baby spitter can be tamed using glow lichen. With the Patchouli mod installed, an in-game guide can be crafted to give specific information on each mob, and it also tells you their official scientific name, which I think is a very cool feature. An item called Chum can be crafted and used in water by right-clicking. This will draw all the nearby sea life to you, making it easier to catch fish, for example. And that will do it for the Untamed Wilds. As always, the mod is available down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.